pause the episode right in the middle of Dean saying something, and you'd start connecting the dots that I hadn't seen yet. I don't remember much of the plot. Mostly I just remember the way you'd lean forward when you got excited. You always used to call me pretty boy from the driver's seat. Eyes on the road, talking like it was the most obvious thing in the world. Like I hadn't spent most of my life arguing in the mirror about that very topic. I used to call you my fairy. Whenever I did, neither of us would laugh. It was serious. We were serious about a lot of things back then. I would always apologize for not having money, for not having a license, for not being where I thought I would be. You would say it's okay, and I would believe you. Right up until it was over. We got good at saying it's fine. It's funny how often that means the exact opposite. Now, there are people I've never met who know things about me that I thought would stay between us. Things that I thought I would take to the grave. There are things that you'll never know, because I kept waiting for the right moment to say them. I don't know which one bothers me more. Four months. From October to February. It was long enough to match my hair to yours. Not quite long enough to make it to Valentine's Day. When you left, a lot of other people did too. Everyone left. Friends that I'd known longer than I'd known you. Friends who knew me longer than they knew you. People I thought I'd spend the rest of my life with. Some people I considered family. Some I called my brothers. Others my sisters. At first, the silence was unbearable. I felt like I could hear every drop of blood coursing through my veins. Eventually, though, it was easy to bear. It was comforting. Mostly, it gave me time to think. I hadn't thought in so long. The funny part is, everything showed up later. The license, the confidence. The version of me that I was trying so hard to become while we were together. Now, there's somebody new. We agree on most things. Movies, music, hobbies that anyone else would laugh at and leave the conversation when it started. The only exception is animals. She knows more about them than anybody I've ever met. And somehow, without fail, that's the thing she gets the most excited about. I could probably listen to her talk about it for hours. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if we traded assumptions for conversations. If we'd said the difficult things before they got heavy, before they got sharp. Maybe we'd last longer. Maybe we wouldn't have. Maybe it doesn't matter. But mostly, I look ahead the same way that you used to look at the TV. Whenever you'd get excited and start explaining something. Something that, in reality, and at the end of everything, was inconsequential. Mostly, though, when I look in the mirror and think back on everything that happened, I think back on what I used to call you, on why I used to call you it. I remember the butterflies in my stomach on that day in the park. I remember the butterflies that flew up behind you. I remember the wind blowing through our hair. And I remember, just for a moment, all the good. Everything that I worried about at the time and even now, it all goes away for just a second. Because when I think of that moment, all I think of is my fairy.